Welcome. Hey there, and welcome to this week's Color Something. This is my coloring stream where I color all the drawings I did earlier this week. I do my Draw Something stream. That's my main stream on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Pacific. Today, now at 1 p.m. Pacific, I'm going to be doing the coloring of all those drawings. So it's going to be a very low-key stream. I'm totally open for chatting. If you want to, make conversation with me in the chat, I would be greatly appreciative. It's going to, probably be an hour and a half, 2-hour process, so I would enjoy the company. Having said that, let's go ahead and get to our first drawing. This week's theme was Spooktober Part 2. I did Spooktober Part 1 last week, so yeah, making the most of it being the end of October, really, getting the spooky stuff out. So I'm going to start off here with a request for Barbaricho Orso here on Twitch. He requested a Scarecrow, and so I decided to add my own spin on it. So basically the Scarecrow looks totally harmless and innocent here in panel 1. Then he takes his hat off to reveal that he's got a big bald spot on top of his head that is so reflective that it literally blinds these two birds and fries this one into a roast crow. You never, yeah, I mean, so he's got a secret attack right there. It's not so much up his sleeve as much as it is under his hat. But yeah, let's go ahead and start coloring this. Oh. There's the first gap for the day. They're always gonna be there. Always. Again, definitely one of the downsides to doing coloring digitally as opposed to doing it with markers or crayons or colored pencils. But I'm willing to put up with it. Okay, looks like I got all the, so I got all the crow's, main body feathers colored in, so let me go ahead and add some orange, like darkish orange here for the beaks and feet. Alright, there's 1, there's 2, there's 3, and quattro. Okay, I got all 4 crows colored in on this panel here. I'll get to these this second panel later. Right now, I'm gonna focus on coloring Mr. Scarecrow himself. Just sitting there with that innocent, harmless smile, you know, like you'd never suspect anything about him, but boy, does he have a secret weapon that is pretty deadly. Alright, so there we go. I got a big stuffed sack for his head. And he's got not really a fedora, but kind of a, I guess a straw. You could call it a straw hat. Maybe I don't know. I mean, I guess maybe it technically is a straw hat. It has the shape of one, but it's not necessarily made of straw. His hands are, I'll get to those in a minute, but his hat is, it's woven fabric, but it has the shape of a typical straw hat. but it's not straw, so I don't really know what to call it. Alright, put that dark red stripe there. Another thing I'm not sure exactly what it's made of is the hair. I mean, I don't know. I just kind of left that to the viewer's imagination. Like, it's made of something. It's made of something. That is, that is something that can be said for certain. It is made of, in fact, something. Alright. Let me see here. Let me go ahead and actually no. I'm gonna undo that. Could maybe do that for his pants. I actually want those to be like more of a dimmed, darker blue, grayish blue color, kind of faded. That's a little better. Maybe a little darker. Could do like kind of an orange red for the shirt. Oops. Oh, there's a big gap right there. Okay, there we go. Got it filled in. So I'll do that. Zoom out a bit so I can look at how this is looking so far. Okay, so let me see. So he's got a red overshirt, so his undershirt will be I wonder if like a faded green would work. Yeah, I think that looks alright. Let me add some straw here for the hands. Or color. The straw is already there. I gotta color it. Is what I gotta do. And then, yeah, there we go. Maybe I'll make the bow tie purple. It's got a purple bow tie. Alright, yeah, that looks good. Go ahead and color the post he's in. Post he's stuck to, which I completely forgot to draw over here. Lazy. All right. So maybe I'll make the post here kind of a lightish brown. Alright. So zoom out here. And color this in. There we go. Then maybe do like a really dark brown for his shoes. And yeah, okay, that was good. Yeah, I like that. Alright, so let me go ahead and move on to panel 2, where the Scarecrow reveals his secret weapon. I also completely forgot to draw plaid on his shirt. Wow, I really slacked on this one. And I also left a big gap there. Wow. Alright, so I got some extra work to do. No problem. Just putting it together in my head how I want to do this. Ooh, obviously there's a gap. But where? Oh, right. I gotta connect here too. Actually, I should probably make this bright yellow, now that I think about it. It's kind of like a hot frying lamp. There we go, that's better. Oh, another gap. Man, this light yellow on white is pretty hard to see. I think that will do it. There we go. Good. Shouldn't even need that to be the same color. I can probably just make it the same color as the rest of it. I think that's alright. Yeah, I think that's fine. Would have the color in the roast crow or fried crow. I'm gonna go ahead and color in the scene around this left panel. Switch gears here. There we go. Let me clean some of this up too. I was originally going to draw the Scarecrow there in the center, but then I decided to make it a two-panel comic, so I ended up shifting him to the left a bit, but I still had there's still the pencil marks from where I originally was going to put him. Oh. And let me see if this works. There we go. Got that colored in. So let's go back to what I was doing here. Alright, we're just gonna color in his not plaid shirt again. Lazy. Yeah, it looks like I was so concentrated on the punchline here with the shiny bald head that I completely neglected to give all the details to him in the second panel that I gave him in the first panel. You know, some of these straw lines here on his hands, they're not there. The plaid pattern, it's not there either. Can probably try and add those in here right now. Shouldn't take too long. Alright, so let's see here. I got that. Let me test a background color here. Yeah, alright, I think I like that. So I'll go ahead and do another perimeter around this scene. Like I did with the scene over here. I'll conveniently work it around Barbariccia Orso's name here. Okay, now the other end. Let me see. Okay, and there we go. Looks like there's another gap I gotta fill in right there. Okay, got that filled in. Let me see what happens. Looks good. Good. I think since I made the background here a dark red, I'm going to go ahead and make this light beam like really light red. Like even lighter than that. Also, coloring the crows a certain way. There we go. I think I like that. Oh. Alright. Yeah, I think that's good. I do kind of feel like I want to change the color of the stripe now too. So let me change that up. There we go. Make it blue over there. Make it blue over here. Contrast a little. You know, it doesn't blend in as much with the background. Actually, now that I think about it, I was kind of want to change the Scarecrow's colors here too. maybe have a little more variety of colors because it's all kind of the exact same color. It's looks a little bland. I'll just leave that the same color it is, just for just for humorous inconsistency. But yeah, I think aside from that, I think I like this. So I'll go ahead and save it. And bring up the larger view. Let me just do that really quick. Very nice. I'll make sure I got that saved. Don't want to lose any progress or lose any of my work. And I'll move on to number 2. Drawing number 2. Alright, so this is one I made just for myself. It is primarily a drawing by request show, but you know, in the case where people don't have any requests to make or they just can't think of anything, I try to fill in the gaps with some requests I have for myself. So here we have a fly inside a jack-o'-lantern eating the pumpkin flesh, and then the candle inside the jack-o'-lantern burns out, and we suddenly have the fly realizes he's made a mistake because now this giant face is staring at him in the darkness. It's yeah, so it's like he didn't really think this through. So I'll go ahead and start by coloring the fly in. Okay. Alright, zoom back in. Gonna color in this flame. Deciding what shade of orange I want for the flame. I think I'll go ahead and do this one. Then do like a really pale yellow for the candle. Kind of like a cream color, basically. Then have the thing that's the candle holder. Just one of those little candles that you usually put inside jack-o'-lanterns these days. At least that's what my family does. I'll go ahead and work on coloring the moon and stars. Okay. Alright, so now I'm going to draw the, make the color in the background here, the inside of the pumpkin. I was saying while I was drawing this is one would probably be a lot more effective once I color it in, so you can actually see the difference between the, you know, when the pumpkin is lit and when the pumpkin is dark. It's not really as easy to tell with just this black and white drawing. You just really see, oh, so, okay, here the candle's lit and here the candle isn't, but it doesn't, you don't really get the full effect of why he's so scared all of a sudden. So I'm hoping to, you know, make that happen with this coloring. Okay. Alright, there we go. Actually, now that I think about it, maybe I actually want the lighter color here. And the darker color for the flame on the candle. Let me see. Yeah, I think I like that more. And do kind of a darkish purplish blue night sky outside. I'll color this in. Oh, color that in. Then do kind of a lighter color to color in his wings with, because they're just transparent, so you can see the little slightly lighter version of the background color in his wings. Okay, there. I think that'll do for part 1. Now let's move on to part 2, where suddenly it gets dark. Whoa. Okay, let me see how I want to do this. Okay, I think that looks fine. Okay, let me zoom out a bit. Okay. What am I gonna do for this color here? Alright. Yeah, I think the slightly different shade of color is fine. Makes it stand out a little bit more as being creepy. I guess if I really wanted to go all the way, I could make it just flat out red. Like that. Actually, you know, I kind of like that. I think I'll go with that. Okay, so I think that'll probably do it. Nice simple drawing, but it definitely is more evident, or makes it more clear what's happening with the full color. So I'll go ahead and bring up the large review. Alright, let me go ahead and save this. And I'll move on to the next one. Alright, so this one right here is, I started out just by drawing Frankenstein's monster, not Frankenstein himself. Those are two different characters. But yeah, Frankenstein here, so I drew him, and it was kind of like, okay, where do I go from here? I started drawing some background scenery, and then I was like, okay, hold on. Maybe I'll create a version of Frankenstein that has Frankenstein's monster was brought to life by lightning, and in this instance, he needs that lightning energy to stay alive. So he carries around this electrical charging meter thing that he holds onto, and it conducts energy through him and keeps him going. But as you can see here, his battery is almost out, and he's starting to get really tired. He's, you know, panting, he's sweating. How Frankenstein's monster can sweat, it's this fantasy. But yeah, he's going over to this electric power box to refill his energy meter and start anew. So I'll go ahead and start with the monster himself. Give him the classic flat top. Just pretending to conduct the music there, don't mind me. That's an intense track right there. It's called Joker's Lair, which seems appropriate. So, you know, I'm just thinking of this now. So the original Frankenstein movie from the 30s was in black and white. So it kind of makes me wonder where the idea of Frankenstein being green came from. I guess, you know what? I guess green isn't... He's not always green. There's like, you know, like the Hotel Transylvania movies, he's blue. So there's other iterations of him that aren't green, but it seems like a lot of iterations or portrayals of Frankenstein's monster are green. And I just kind of wonder where that came from. I know it's a little out of season, but I can't help but think of the Grinch, who, everyone knows the Grinch is being green now, but you think about the original book from the 50s, he was just black and white. It wasn't until the animated special by Chuck Jones where he became green, and that's literally become, like, now everyone knows the Grinch as being the green guy. So that's kind of interesting to me. This is another fun music track right here. This one's called Zoinks Scoob. Like Zoinks Scoob! We gotta get out of here. That was a horrible Shaggy impression. I am so sorry for that. I bet Casey Kasem is rolling in his grave as I speak. I'm sorry, man. I just couldn't do your voice acting justice. Also, apologies to Matthew Lillard, whose voice acting I also didn't do justice to. I'm not a voice actor. Every once in a blue moon I can pull out a decent sounding impression, but sometimes it comes out sounding like that. What can you do? Hey, Rose Rebel 99. Hope I haven't kept you too long. It's been a couple minutes since I've looked at the screen. But how are you doing today? Glad you can make it. It is Halloween, or All Hallows Eve, or Halloween Eve. Hard to believe it's already that time. It's like I could have sworn October just started. I mean, time flies by. What else is new? Do you have any Halloween plans, Rose? I'm not gonna lie, I've been, aside from doing these Halloween drawings on my stream, I've been seriously slacking on the Halloween front. I haven't decorated my house at all, or condo. I haven't picked out a costume or even thought about a costume. What I am gonna do is I am gonna participate in my parents have their own haunted house that they're making. That I'm gonna take part in. I hope I'm planning to take part in, and yeah, I'll probably gorge out on some candy. I got some candy at work, so that was cool. But aside from that, yeah, I really haven't done anything for Halloween. Again, aside from, kind of sort of changing my streaming setup a little bit, because I figured, at least a little alteration would be good. I've kind of had the same looking setup for 30 weeks. So it wouldn't hurt to kind of twist it around a bit for the spooky season. Okay, is that all the stars? Oh, there's one little spot there that's still gonna fill in. Good. Alright. And what are we doing here? Alright, there we go. Got his pants, got his shoes, got his, it's supposed to be him blowing air out. It kind of looks more like he's, blowing a chef's hat out of his mouth, a toque, I guess. Or maybe it doesn't, that's just how I see it. Yeah, let me go ahead and, work on this power box here. It's gonna mostly be pretty straightforward. I think I'm just gonna color it gray, and there's a gap. Let me fill that in. Rose Rebel, you were here on Wednesday, weren't you, for the drawing stream? Yeah, if you missed what this is, if you missed me drawing this one, this is This is my kind of my own personal take on Frankenstein for this particular drawing, anyway, where he requires lightning, the energy of lightning, electricity to stay alive. So he carries around this Lightning-Matic 4000, which conducts electricity through him, but it's low on batteries, so he's, he's always running low on energy. He's sweating, he's panting. He could be in real trouble soon if he doesn't go charge it, which is why he's going to this power box. And yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. Okay, there we go. This song right here is just kind of one long drone. I'm iffy on it. Feels like it could have a little more to it. But it helps create a tense atmosphere, so I'm okay with it. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna make the sky, you know, wider than I normally would for nighttime because I want to make sure the text is readable, the words are readable. That's a problem I've run into before where I've written words and now I try to make the background a certain color and you can barely read it. Okay, cool, Rose. I did do my end of show recap, so you might have seen it then. Like, okay, right here, I'm gonna make sure that you can still read that says Lightning Matic on it. Looks like it's just a little too dark, so I'll go ahead and brighten it a little bit. There you go, Lightning Matic. Oh, also forgot to color in the night sky here. Or you can even call it evening sky, I guess. Late evening. Let's see. I think we're about done here. I gotta just color in this ground here below. There you go. I was actually just talking to my brother-in-law about an hour ago. He asked me how long I've been doing this coloring thing for, because I started doing this long after I started doing my drawing stream. I started my drawing stream back in March, and it was week 23 when I started doing this coloring stream, because week 23 of my drawing stream, I started that following Saturday. I did this coloring stream for the first time because I wanted to start working towards getting affiliate status, and I've gotten affiliate status since, but I've kept this going because it's I think it's fun to do. It's a lot. It's cool. It'll be cool to look back on. It'll be fun to me to look back on me coloring each of these drawings and what stupid stuff comes out of my mouth while I'm working on it. Or even the non-stupid stuff. But yeah, so that was week 23. This is week 33, so this is like, I think this is like 10 weeks of my coloring stream so far, so that's pretty cool. I'm gonna see if maybe I can color that, this last bit here like a really light gray instead of just straight white. Yeah, I think I like that better. And looks like there's still a spot I forgot to color in yellow. There we go. Save it one more time. And I'll bring up the larger view. Alright. One more save because I'm paranoid. And we're on to the next one. Oh, this is gonna be good. Alright, so this is another one that I came up with for myself. It's of course we all know Freddy Krueger as the dream demon. He gets inside people's dreams and literally kills them in their dreams, and they die in the real world. It's pretty scary stuff. So in this case, he happened to sneak into the dream of a 7-year-old little girl, and now he's getting a cute makeover, and he's got a ribbon tied around him. He's got a cute little bow put on his head by these little heart bees. He's getting a makeover, and a unicorn's licking his face, and he is never going to recover from this. He is scarred for life. Almost seems like karma. Here, let me go ahead and zoom in here. I forgot to finish drawing the brim of his hat, so I'll go ahead and do that now. Thank you, Rose. Okay, let me see. That color looks, I think, close enough. I think his shirt's got to be dark green. I think in the movies it's plaid. I'm not 100% sure on that. I think it's plaid. I think he wears a flannel shirt. Nope. Let me change that. There we go. Make that a little bit deeper. Alright, there we go. Got one cutesy heart B done. Let's move on to heart B number 2. So this one I mostly made pinkish red. I'll make this one kind of purpley. Purpley. Totally a word. Alright, so I got 2 hard Bs done. Let me color in a spot here. There we go. Alright, time for number... Yeah, my fingers. 3. Number 3. I'm gonna make this one like, you know, yellow and orange, like super sunshiny. Hold on. Oh. Okay. Oh. Alright, there we go. Yeah, that's right. There are 3 of them. Then there's the unicorn right here. Coloring Freddy's hands here. I'm still trying to decide what color I want the ribbon and the bow to be. That's why I haven't colored them in yet. Kind of want to have them be colors that fit with all the other colors I end up choosing. Okay, so I was having a little trouble drawing this unicorn on Wednesday because it's like I was trying to make it have a smile, so I kind of drew this here, and it looks kind of odd. I just come up with something that I can use to compensate for that. It's wearing lipstick. There we go. It's a lipstick wearing unicorn. Although that kind of makes it look more like it's blood red, so maybe change that a little bit. There we go, that's a little better. And let's see. Colors, 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 colors. I guess I can make it like a, I don't know, periwinkle. Yeah, that looks fine. There we go. Yep, I like that. The periwinkle and light purple. Those go well together. Ooh. Screen flooded with red. Blood! Blood everywhere! No, not really. So yeah, I'm really indecisive about how I want to color this ribbon. I'll just hold off on it a little bit longer. Let's actually focus here on the 7-year-old girl whose dream this is. Oh yeah, the rainbow. I can never do the rainbow. You know, it's funny. I was just like a week ago or a week or two ago, I was riding my bike to work, and I actually saw rainbow. I could actually see like the entire thing, like from what over here all the way to over there. But I couldn't see exactly where it started and where it ended, like you know, like coming out of the ground or anything. But I could literally see the whole like panoramic view of it, which was really cool. I currently live in Eastern Washington. I used to live in Western Washington, where there were so many trees and the sky wasn't nearly as open. Over here, the skies are a lot bigger, or seem a lot bigger. So you can see a lot more cool stuff like that. Alright. Gonna have these nice green hills here in the background. I'm not sure how far I'm going to want the green to expand, or how far I'm going to want it to extend. So let me see. Let me start with this. Let me zoom out here. Okay, I might make the green go a little bit further, but I'll keep it there for right now. Rose, I'm glad you're enjoying the the spectacle. Gotta color in Freddy's pants here. Still gotta figure out what the color for these ribbons are. Oftentimes I'll end up, you know, kind of backing myself into a corner where I have all these other colors and I can't think of what color I can use that'll play well off of these other colors. So on some occasions I might have to actually change some of the colors I already went with so I can have another color here that will fit well. I don't know if I'm going to need to do that this time, but we'll see. Oh. Gotta fill in another gap. Alright, there we go. Then have, yeah, like a purple, have the bow on top be, it could be, actually, it could be red. It could be a nice red bow. Need to, gotta do some alteration here. Okay, there we go. Got the bow. Zoom out. Alright, color in Freddy's shoes. Oh, what did I just see? Jenga 136! Oh my gosh, thank you so much for the raid. That is awesome. Thank you. Welcome, Raiders. My name's Andy, and welcome to Color Something. Right now I'm just coloring some drawings I made. Right now I'm doing a drawing of Freddy Krueger inside the dream of a 7-year-old girl. So, naturally, it's it's his own worst nightmare. He's got a nice ribbon tied around him. He's got a bow put on top of him. He's getting licked by a unicorn. He's not having a good time. Man, thank you so much, Jenga. Let me see if I can get a shout out for you, because Jenga is a really awesome streamer. She's been doing Inktober this entire month. Every day this month she's been doing a ink piece, and it's been really cool. So let me go ahead and see if I can get a nice shout out for her here. And okay, I guess I still need to get that to work. Let me just go ahead and put the link in. I don't know, I thought I had that working now, but I'll just have to fix it later. There we go. So there's the link to Jenga's Twitch page. Go give her a follow because she does really good stuff. Now let me see here. Jenga, this was the first stream about Freddy Krueger. I mean, honestly, that's better than other dreams you can be having about Freddy Krueger, because, I mean, look at him. He's dangerous. He's freaky. Having a dream with, I mean, this is a otherwise pretty pleasant looking dream. It's very bright and colorful and innocent. Alright, so let me see here. Oh. Alright, do this. At this point, I'm just kind of trying to determine what the rest of the background should look like. I kind of left a lot of blank space here. Like, I got some hills over here, and the rest of it's just kind of blank. I don't know. So, you got to figure out what I'm going to color it in as. So yeah, on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Pacific, I do my draw something stream, as opposed to color something. I do my draw something stream, where I actually draw live by request. I'll draw some stuff for myself, but primarily I want to, have people request stuff in the chat. And then on Saturdays, I go and color in all the drawings I did for the week. Okay, let me zoom out here and see. Okay, I'm not 100%. Those hearts just kind of blend in with the background color there, so I'm going to make that different. Let me see here. Maybe this will work better. Oh, that's a little better. They stand out a little more. Maybe I can make it a little bit darker. Sorry, I can be kind of perfectionist sometimes. Now, let me see here. Jenga, that sounds like an awesome dream. Okay, so fill this in. And that's about all I need to do. Yeah, I think this is good. I think I like this. So we'll go ahead and save it and bring up a larger view of it for everyone to see. So yeah, it's got little heart bees. Putting a ribbon on him and putting a ball on him and tying a ribbon around him, and this unicorn's licking his face. Yeah, not Freddy's best idea, jumping into a 7-year-old girl's dream. Alright, next drawing on the list. Rose Rebel, thank you. So there's probably some nostalgia here for most of you. It's the monster cereal trio of Count Chocula, Frankenberry, and Boo Berry. This was originally going to be just a drawing of Dracula, but then DJ Mike Brady here on Twitch suggested I make it Count Chocula, and then further suggested I draw the other two members of the monster cereal trio. And so here you go. And I have a stuffed nose today. I don't know what the heck is going on. Sorry about that. Yeah, so you got Frankenberry surrounded by Frankenberries. You got these kind of raspberry-looking things with the flat top and the bolts. You got Boo Berries that are just berries with the word Boo on them. Pretty simple. And then you got these chocolate bars behind Count Chocula. So they each have kind of their own flavor represented around them. And I have my music that should be playing. Let me start that up again. Okay, so let me go ahead and start here with the count. I definitely think Count Chocolo was my favorite of these three cereals. Let me see. Make it brown. All those who are watching, what was your favorite of these three cereals? The Boo Berry, the Count Chocula, or the Frankenberry? I'm curious. I personally thought Count Chocula was the best, but curious what your thoughts are. Ooh. Yeah, those who are new here, I am doing this digitally in a program called GIMP. I do my coloring digitally, not manually, although there are pros and cons to both. One of the cons with digital coloring is that when I try to bucket fill in something here and there's a gap here, I end up getting all these other spaces colored that I don't want colored, so I gotta fill in the gap to make sure that the color stays where it's supposed to and doesn't leak out into other areas. Alright. There we go. Yeah, I understand that. Alright, let me darken this a little bit. I've been a lot more talkative today than I usually am on my coloring stream. Usually I kind of just go quiet for a while and just am concentrating on the coloring. But I'm totally open to chat if anyone wants to have any conversation. Yeah, it's funny, drawing these chocolate bars, I'm reminded of the drawing I did last week. There was zombie candy bars. There was a Hershey's bar zombie that broke up into smaller little zombie pieces that were super fast, and instead of being lethargic going, brains, the inside went, brains, 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 brains! So it's like extra threatening, like probably one of the most threatening candy zombies. Let's see, is that good? I think I got the count done. So I'll go ahead and move over to Boo Berry here. Okay, let me make it a little bit brighter. Alright, that'll do. So, weirdly enough, I had, whenever I pictured the Boo Berry mascot, or I guess his name is literally Boo Berry, I always pictured Casper, Casper the Friendly Ghost. And, but yeah, but the design is definitely a little different. I mean, obviously, cartoon ghosts do kind of all tend to look mostly the same, but in this case, there's definitely some noticeable differences. Those big eyebrows are a big one. He's always wearing a hat. And I think his eyebrows are like faded brown, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, there we go. And I think his irises are like purple. No. Let me see. I think his hat's brown. So let me go ahead and give him a brown hat here. So Jenga, I don't know. I feel like I might have asked you this when I was on your stream earlier, but do you have any plans for Halloween? I feel like I either asked you or you'd already told me, but I forgot. I forget. Sorry about that. Just hanging out? Cool. Oh, wow. Something wrong with the Count's face here. I guess maybe he ate too much blueberry. Too much blueberry cereal. Let me make that the right color again. Whoops. Wonder how long his face was like that without me noticing. Alright, now we're going to move on to Frankenberry. Who I honestly feel like that was the cereal of these three. I think that was the one I had the least often. I think usually in our house it was Blueberry and Count Chocula. I don't know if Frankenberry ever really made many appearances. Yeah, so I think for, so tomorrow I'm going to go over to my parents' house. They're doing their own haunted house again this year. And they have pretty cool neighborhoods that usually does kind of like a block party. They have neighbors across the street who do their own Halloween festivities, and they kind of have people can go from one house to another. But yeah, they're doing their haunted house again, and I think I'm gonna play some part in it. Last year I dressed up in a wolf mask and scared the kids when they were coming out of the haunted house. That was fun. Alright, let me zoom in on this ring around his eye. Oh, Jenga, have a great... oh my gosh. I literally haven't had my face on screen this entire time. Jenga, thank you so much for the raid. Have a great day. Have a great Halloween. So I think at this point I just need to draw in or color in the Frankenberries. Ooh. See, that's the thing. Just little tiny gaps like that can literally just fill the entire screen with color. Again, one of the cons when it comes to using a digital coloring program, at least this one. I admit I've only really used this in Microsoft Paint. This is definitely the better program in a lot of ways. Another gap. So yeah, I'll do the flat, coloring the flat top on all of these, each of these. And I feel like there was one other Frankenberry that I might have missed. Nope, just 3. Alright, cool. Alright, so I got the 3, got the trio all colored in, so now I just gotta color in the background. Maybe do like a cool, just give them each their own color for their own section. I'm just gonna test the color here for Boo Berry. Yeah, it looks good. So I'll go ahead and color that in. So I'll just divide it into 3 different sections, like this. Alright, I need to just fill in those gaps in the perimeter. Oh, and I also accidentally penciled over the words here. Fix that. Okay. Gonna erase this little border here on the left. That's just that just comes from when I scanned the paper drawing in. I do my art traditionally. I draw on paper and then I scan it into my computer and I colorize it digitally. So that's what this is about. And there's obviously a gap I missed. Let me look and see where. Oh, I see it. I see it. Right here, just this little tiny gap. Okay, that should do it. There we go. It looks like the blueberry is peeking outside the perimeter, so let me go ahead and extend the perimeter out. I feel like I'm talking military. We're gonna have, or it's I'm like a police officer. We're gonna need to extend that perimeter out another 10 meters. Over. And oh. Okay. Yeah, there we go. That looks better. Color in these here. Let me check something really quick. Okay. All right. So I finally got that done. So let me move on to the next color section. Alright, there we go. And as far as what the ground will look like, I'll just make it purple. I feel like that plays off the other three colors well enough. So, okay, let me just color in that little bit right there. Zoom in on it. There we go. And zoom out again. And yeah, I think this looks good. So I'll go ahead and bring up the larger view. Alright, and bring it back to the multi-view this time. I can't believe I had my face off screen for that long. Alright, one more save, and then I'll move on to, I think this is this next one's the last drawing for the day. Yes, it is. And it's not Halloween themed per se, but it was requested. It was requested the week before, and I decided after 2 weeks of being requested, I would oblige. So it's The request was basically do something based on Squid Game, a show that I have not watched yet. But I decided to just kind of take the title at face value and just have it be a game played by squids. So I do have the character pawns are have the triangle face and the circle face like the characters in the show. But other than that, and the triangle circle pattern here, it's pretty much I just kind of took full creative liberty with it. But yeah, it's the latest board game classic from Melton Bradley, Squid! So let me go ahead and get started here. Go ahead and color this character pink. I also need to fill in a gap, apparently. So I'll go ahead and do this. Okay. Color this in gray, dark gray. So I virtually knew nothing about Squid Game when I drew this on Wednesday night. I did responsibly go and research a little bit, so I guess it's a survival horror series involving, well, okay, I guess that research didn't do a whole lot, because now I know it's a survival horror series and it's on Netflix, which I already knew anyway. Yeah, I suck. I don't know, I'm not always great at keeping up with the current trends and what's super hot at the moment. But I'll take people's word for it. This is a good show. I'm so bad with watching new stuff that's out. Alright, I'm gonna color in this one here. Okay. Alright, so as for the board itself, well, since I have the pink for the triangle and the green for the... Clearly, because this is green and this is pink, I should do the exact opposite for the board. So I'm going to have the triangle spaces be green and the circle spaces be pink, because it's opposite day. And there's a gap. So when I do this, I try to make it blend in as much as I can. It's often difficult. That doesn't really blend in very well, but I don't know. There's only so much I can really do. You zoom out. When you zoom out, you can't really tell one way or the other. Okay. Also, I do want to actually change the color of the spaces to a little bit different because it kind of just blends in with this green here. So we make it like a little, maybe I'll make it a little darker. Okay, oh, and I undid the line that I drew. Dang it. Alright, let me redraw that. Okay. Then for like the actual triangle in the center, I'll make it a lighter green for contrast. Alright, and for this one... Ooh. The star spaces, I think I'm gonna make like gold or orange, one of those two. Okay. Now I'm gonna color these in. Sorry, this is this is kind of a slow process. Little details I gotta color in. Okay. Alright, so there we go. So, I'm just going to assume that the start space is right here and the end space is probably right there. Maybe make it like gold or something to signify that. Okay, there we go. So let me go ahead and turn my attention to the squids here, who just, you know, are still in black and white. Okay. Alright. So obviously, you know, squids are totally purple and orange in real life. Okay, let me see. I got little lightning bolts to show how shocked he is at whatever this other player did. I mean, I don't know what that space does, but clearly it is not good for this player. Okay, what do I do now? I guess I could actually go ahead and fill in like the outside here, because I'm set. This is set underwater, so I'll go ahead and fill in the aquatic background here. Let me see if I can find a color that I like. A little bit, well, something a little different than that. Oh yeah, that looks fine. So I'll just go ahead and do a perimeter around the scene here. Oh, okay, looks like I made a little mistake. I can zoom in here. See exactly what happened. Oh, you know what? It's probably not up here, it's probably over here. Yep, I think that's what it is. Okay, cool. The color also leaked in some other spots. I'll have to figure that out. What colors I'm going to use for these other ones. recolor all these bubbles to make them a slightly lighter blue. Okay, so for this right here, I'm going to go ahead and make the border around the logo purple. Do this. Okay, and then do this. There we go. Obviously, there's lots of little pencil lines I'm going to have to clean up later. Oh crud, there's still some bubbles I gotta fill in. Let me see. Color that. Color that. Oh, one more bubble. One more bubble. There we go. Okay. I think that's a... No, I'll make the board that color. Yeah, I think that's fine. Let me close this up here. And, alright, some gap is still open somewhere. There we go. I'll do kind of some algae here. Color that in. Alright, so I'm almost done with this drawing, and then after I do this, I'll be I'm going to do a quick recap of all the drawings I colored today, and then I will find someone to raid. If any of you are still here from Jenga's raid, thank you so much for sticking around. If you are enjoying this, go ahead and click follow. I would greatly appreciate it. Okay, I think that'll probably do. I think this is pretty much done. So I'll go ahead and save it. Yeah, save it. Save it again. Don't want to lose any progress. And I'll bring up the larger view. Rose, are you going to color the white around the spaces? Yes, I did. Alright, there you go. Squid Game. Not exactly the traditional or straightforward drawing based on it, but like I said, I just kind of took the title of the show at face value and just kind of interpreted it that way. And alright, so that is all the drawings for this week. I'm going to go ahead and do a recap, and then I'll raid out to someone. Looks like, alright, so I got 2 channels I can raid out to. Irene Pena Music, I think it might be who I end up going to. But first, let me do the recap. Alright, so let me bring up the large size view for this. So starting off, I did a Scarecrow with a bald spot, a dangerous bald spot that practically roasts the crow that's in its way. That's a pretty big superpower he's got hidden under his hat. Next up, I got a drawing that's a fly eating inside a jack-o'-lantern. He's eating the pumpkin flesh. And then the candle burns out, and suddenly he has this scary face staring at him in the dark. And then we got this drawing of Frankenstein's monster, who needs to go in for a recharge. He's carrying around this charging meter that keeps conducting electricity through him to keep him moving. So he's going in for a recharge because he's low on battery. You can see he's panting and sweating and looking pretty tired. So there's that one. This one's probably my favorite of the bunch here. It's Freddy Krueger entering a 7-year-old girl's dream and getting a makeover and getting tied with ribbon and a bow, and he looks like he's absolutely hating it. It's I think this is probably my favorite of the batch this week. Alright, next up we got the monster cereal trio of Boo Berry, Count Chocula, and Frankenberry. Each with Boo Berries, chocolate, and Frankenberries. Not much else to say other than I like how it turned out. And lastly, the one I just finished a second ago, Squid Game. The latest board game classic from Mel and Bradley, Squid. And whatever this player did, it definitely did not make this player happy. I don't know what that space does, but it must not be very good for this person, or this squid. And yeah, so that's it for this week of Color Something. I will be back on Wednesday at 7 p.m. Pacific, as always. And happy Halloween to everyone. Hope you all have fun, whether you're trick-or-treating or going to a haunted house or staying at home and hanging out. Whatever you're doing, have a great time with it. I will see you all next time, or maybe just next time you tune in. I will be here on Wednesday. I'm just rambling at this point. Let's go raid Irene. Have a great day, everyone, and a good rest of your weekend, and happy Halloween.